Hi, I'm Dan from DIY Domination. Ever wondered how to give your kitchen a fresh new look with brand new countertops? Well, you're in the right place. Today we'll embark on a journey of transformation, turning your worn-out kitchen into a stylish and functional space. We'll walk you through the process step by step from measuring and planning to the final touches. We'll cover everything from removing your old countertops to installing and securing the new ones. So, if you're ready to roll up your sleeves and give your kitchen a makeover, stay tuned. Before we dive in, gather all the necessary tools and materials. So, what will you need? A tape measure, a pencil, and a notepad should be your starting points. You'll also need a good understanding of the type of countertop material that suits your budget and aesthetic preferences. Are you leaning towards the timelessness of granite, or perhaps the modern elegance of quartz? Maybe the affordability and versatility of laminate? The choice is yours. Now, it's time to measure your existing countertops. Be careful to include any openings for sinks and appliances in your measurements. Accuracy is crucial here, folks. It's always a good idea to measure twice to ensure you've got it right. Jot down your measurements and keep them handy. Next, armed with your measurements, you can select your new countertops. Look for a style that complements your kitchen's overall decor. Once you've taken precise measurements and selected your new countertops, it's time to get started. First up, out with the old. Now this is a crucial phase where safety comes first. Start by switching off the water supply to your sink. Next, disconnect the plumbing. This includes the sink, the faucet, and if you have one, the garbage disposal. Be sure to keep a bucket handy for any residual water that might spill out. Now let's focus on the countertop itself. Look for any screws or brackets that are securing the old countertop in place. A screwdriver will be your best friend here. Once you've removed all the screws or brackets, it's time for the heavy lifting. Carefully lift and remove the old countertops. Remember, some materials can be surprisingly heavy, so don't hesitate to ask for help if you need it. Discard the old countertops responsibly and voila! With the old countertops out of the way, it's time to prep the cabinets. A solid foundation is key, so let's prep those cabinets. The first thing you'll want to do is check if the cabinets are level. Use a spirit level for this. If the bubble isn't centered, don't worry. You can adjust the cabinets or use shims to level them out. Stability is another important factor. Give your cabinets a little shake. If they wobble, you might need to reinforce them. A few strategically placed screws can provide extra security. Now we can't forget about cleanliness. A clean surface is crucial for a smooth installation of your new countertops. Grab a sponge or cloth and a mild cleaner. Wipe down the cabinet bases, paying special attention to the corners and edges. Make sure to remove any dust, grime, or old adhesive. Once they're squeaky clean, let them dry completely. With your cabinets ready and clean, you're set to cut your new countertops. Now, it's time to size up your new countertops. The first step in cutting your new countertops is to measure meticulously. Grab your measuring tape and record the length, width, and depth of your cabinet bases. Remember to account for any overhang you want and to measure for openings for sinks and appliances. It's crucial to double, even triple, check your measurements. As the old adage goes, measure twice, cut once. Next, you're going to transfer these measurements onto your new countertop. Use a carpenter's pencil to make clear and visible marks. A straight edge or a carpenter's square can be your best friend here, ensuring your lines are perfectly straight and your corners are at a precise 90-degree angle. Now comes the cutting part. This is where you need to be extra careful, both for the sake of your new countertop and for your safety. Depending on the material of your countertop, you'll need to choose the appropriate saw. For laminate countertops, a circular saw is your best bet. For stone countertops, you'll need a wet saw. Make sure you're wearing the right protective gear, safety glasses, a dust mask, and hearing protection. Before you start cutting, ensure the countertop is secure and won't move during the process. Then take a deep breath, turn on your saw, and start cutting along the lines you've marked. Remember to let the saw do the work. Don't force it. Follow the lines carefully. And remember, it's better to err on the side of cutting too little rather than too much. Once you've made all the necessary cuts, use a file to smooth out any rough edges and corners. This gives your countertops a professional and finished look. With your countertops cut to size, you're ready to install brackets if needed. And remember, patience is the key when cutting your countertops. Take your time, follow your marks, and you'll have perfectly fitting countertops in no time. Depending on your countertop design, it might be time to install some brackets. These brackets provide a sturdy base for your countertops and ensure stability. To install, align them on the cabinet walls, making sure they're level. Fasten them securely, And remember, a solid foundation is key to a well-installed countertop. Now that the brackets are in place, it's time to apply the adhesive. Here we'll be using a silicone adhesive, but a construction adhesive works just as well. You'll want to apply it to the top edges of the cabinet bases. A nice even layer is what we're aiming for. To achieve that, let's bring in our trusty notch trowel. This tool helps spread the adhesive evenly across the surface, ensuring a strong bond between the countertop and the cabinet base. So, go ahead, spread that adhesive and make sure every inch is covered. With the adhesive in place, you're ready to set your new countertops. Now for the exciting part, setting your new countertops. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. After all the preparation, it's time to see your new kitchen start to come together. First things first, you're going to need to secure the countertops. This is where those brackets you installed earlier come into play. If your countertops have pre-drilled holes, align them with the brackets. If not, you may need to drill the holes yourself. Once aligned, secure the countertops to the brackets using screws. Don't tighten them all the way just yet. Now let's ensure everything is level. Grab your trusty level and check the surface of your countertops. If you see any unevenness, don't fret. This is where shims can save the day. Slide them in where needed, making minor adjustments until everything is perfectly level. Once you're satisfied, go back and tighten all the screws securely. This is crucial, as it ensures your countertops won't shift over time. Make sure to do this carefully though. Over-tightening can cause damage, and we certainly don't want that. Remember those clamps you had handy? Now's their time to shine. Use them to hold the countertops in position while the adhesive dries. This helps guarantee a solid, secure fit, ensuring your countertops stay exactly where they should be. And there you have it. Your countertops are now securely in place, ready to handle whatever culinary adventures you throw at them. With your countertops secure, it's time to reinstall the sink and appliances. Onwards to the next step. Now, let's focus on reinstalling the sink and appliances. After the countertops are securely in place, it's time to put back the sink and appliances. Follow the manufacturer's instructions to ensure a proper fit and connection. Remember, the sink should be reconnected with the plumbing system, and the appliances should be placed back in their respective positions. Then, depending on your countertop material, you might have to seal the seams. This is particularly common with materials like granite. Sealing the seams prevents moisture penetration, which can lead to long-term damage. Use a high-quality sealant and apply it carefully along the seams, ensuring full coverage. Once the sealant is dry, we move on to the finishing touches. If there are any rough edges on the countertop, lightly sand them down. Always go with the grain of the material and not against it to avoid unnecessary scratches. Then, if your countertop requires it, apply a finish or sealer. This step will not only enhance the look of your new countertops, but also help protect them from wear and tear. And now, arguably the most satisfying part of the process, the cleanup. Start by removing any debris from the countertops. Wipe them down with a soft, damp cloth. Avoid using any harsh chemicals that might damage your new countertops. A mild soap and water solution will do just fine. Then, clean the surrounding areas. Sweep and mop the floor, wipe down the cabinets, and don't forget to clean the appliances that were just reinstalled. A clean work area not only looks good but also allows you to spot any potential issues that might need fixing. With everything installed and cleaned, you're almost done. Just a few final touches to go. And there you have it. Your new kitchen countertops are installed, sealed, finished, and cleaned. All that's left are a few minor touch-ups and you'll be ready to enjoy your upgraded kitchen. Stay tuned for the next steps. To wrap up, apply a bead of caulk where your countertops meet the walls. With a steady hand, guide your caulk gun along these edges, ensuring a smooth, even application. Once done, inspect your work for any remaining gaps or inconsistencies. If you spot any, don't hesitate to make the necessary adjustments. Caulk not only seals, but also gives a finished look to your installation. And there you have it, your kitchen transformed with new countertops. So, that's how you install new kitchen countertops. We've journeyed from the initial measuring and planning through the removal of old countertops, preparing cabinets and cutting new ones. We've applied adhesive, secured and finished the countertops and performed the final touches. It's a process, but one that's absolutely worthwhile. It's a transformation, from the old to the new, giving your kitchen a fresh new look. Now you're well equipped to tackle this project and give your kitchen a fresh new look.